We are live. Oh my God. We're live.
Oh my God.
What's going on, everybody? How's it going? Oh, can you actually go send a couple of links, maybe like I'll send you or you can grab them on your phone maybe and send them to a couple of people. Oh man. How y'all doing?
We're hunkered down.
Yeah. How you been? Like how's that been I don't know, man. Like it seems like, I mean, at least I know as somebody who's like worked from home, like as somebody who's like worked from home for like a good amount of time, this is not hitting me as hard as some people that I know.
This is weird.
I mean, I was just unemployed for 8.5 months. And,
I know this. I got my debit card in the mail today, but it doesn't have any money on it, so I don't know what that's all about.
You saved me from Carrie Fisher tribute. I'm teary. Thanks, guys. From a Carrie. Oh my God! Somebody was about to watch a Carrie Fisher tribute.
Oh, you're gonna cry.
I mean, it's
heartwarming and also devastating.
That's a one-way ticket to Cry Town, pretty much right there. Just about anything that has anything to do with her. But they did, like, when they were rolling out all that stuff for Rise of Skywalker, they had some awesome tributes for her. What's going on, John? How you doing, babe?
You didn't put it on Patreon.
Let's make a Patreon thing.
But I don't have the link.
You get the link from YouTube.
What?
Here. Never mind.
Oh, go on your YouTube?
Yeah. Here,
we're going to play a drinking game. Drink every time Sean touches his face.
Oh, no. We're going to be shit-faced by the time we're done with this thing. Oh, my God.
Oh, I got it.
Do you got it? Okay. We created a time loop.
Inception.
We created a
freeze all motor functions.
Oh man, freeze all motor function. Westworld, right?
Yeah, buddy.
we watched most of the newest episode, and the show is checking a lot more boxes for me than it was before. You know.
Oh,
we haven't watched the latest.
Yeah, we watched the
premiere. Yeah, the premiere was sick. The premiere was incredible.
I was into it. I was.
Definitely. And I don't know. Just Breaking Bad, type of thing. I got a soft spot for Aaron Paul pretty much all the time.
He's great.
Yeah, totally. Oh man.
New.
Hit that like button. Yeah, smash that like button. People on YouTube are already saying to hit the like button. You can if you want to. We'd appreciate it. All that stuff. You don't have to if you don't want to,
Hey, Gustavo has Animal Crossing. I'm jealous.
What's going on now?
I want to buy.
Milk can't give him Corona.
Wait, Morgan and I only play the Poppers edition of Animal Crossing on our phones.
Oh no shit!
Oh my God.
I'm so sad I didn't buy a discounted Switch when I worked at Target for three shifts there.
They're sold out everywhere. You cannot buy a Switch right now.
You can buy a Switch Lite, and I'm like, is that worth it? Should I work it? Put my fingers reverse it. Like, I probably wouldn't play on the bit. I'm almost like, should I get a Switch Lite? I don't know. Tell me what to do, people with Switch knowledge.
Hey, look, we got a question.
I want to play the Pocket game so bad. But yeah, they're like sold out everywhere.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, that's cool. John Barney's asking, are we going to do reactions for House of Dragons once it comes out? Well, John Barney, I'll tell you one thing. Provided that the Burlington is still open for business.
Yeah.
During this, I mean, because I think there's a lot of places, pending any type of government aid or response. I think a lot of places may potentially close. So there's it's up in the air. We kind of don't know because we don't really know what kind of like stimulus or relief package is kind of being put together and stuff like that. So right now that question has never been more up in the air. If the bar is open and if we're in business, then we definitely, obviously, will be. That'll be fucking so much fun. That'll be a fucking ball, and you guys can. What's going on? Oh, here we go. We got I like this one right here. Switch Lite has less carbs. Recommended.
Yeah. I can have 2 of them. No.
There we. Oh, you get 2 of them going. Yeah. That'd be pretty fun. No, the as far as like Switch, I don't know, man. I haven't fucked with a console in so long. It's been so long. I think the last time that I had a gaming console was Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm saying I should just get a handheld because Sean wouldn't be playing with me anyway.
Totally.
And it could just be my gateway drug until I get a big Switch.
Totally.
And then I'll get you hooked and then we can all play.
And then you give me the diet Switch after that and then give me the hand-me-downs and stuff like that. Totally. Absolutely.
Handheld guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which would be good because you wouldn't need a TV for it.
Yeah, but...
You could once you get the big guy.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. We got.
I don't have any money right now, so.
So we got Gavin wants to know how's quarantine.
I don't either, but I'm ready to make a bad decision for my entertainment. I mean, come
on. Gavin wants to know how's quarantine going. How's your guys' quarantine going? Like,
all things considered, we're really lucky. We don't have any kids. We have 2 adorable dogs. We have a million books and movies, and we have a like pretty good situation over here. We have like a whole basement and we have a backyard. So yeah. I feel like we're thriving.
Yeah.
Other than the terror of like not knowing what our financial situation will be. But
yeah, I mean like that's sort of like kind of the baseline, right? Like the weird uncertainty. And so that's like when you take that into account, obviously that's the big cloud that's looming over everything. But if you baseline that, you guys are doing okay, right?
Better than most. I think we're people with kids right now are going nuts.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, that's what I did see like there was a great Instagram video of just this woman. She just locked herself in her car and she lights up a giant Swisher blunt. Like and just starts ripping it, and it's like you guys got to figure this out because I can't be stuck in here with these fucking kids. Like, which I can totally get.
Oh, thanks, Tyler. That's awesome.
That's nice.
Tyler says he's been enjoying the Watchers from the Bunker podcasts.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Yeah, that's another thing. If anybody is looking for stuff to do. I mean, we got how many do we got? We just recorded our 69th podcast. Did we not? Nice. And I think that's a good place to start. I mean, like, especially if you're, trying to be careful, you're going around the house, you're washing and disinfecting shit and stuff like that.
Some of us are.
I'm sorry, I am really bad at that. I'm really, really bad at that. And I do.
Yeah, so you don't have to have kids to be constantly cleaning after someone. Oh!
That's true.
Oh!
That's very true.
JK.
Oh, man. But here, check it out. But yeah, I like the podcast is a good place. Watchers in the Bar podcast. Look it up wherever you get your podcast for sure. Here we got a challenge coming from Isaac over here.
Ooh.
I challenge you to watch all the movies you have.
So we have hundreds of VHS that we usually keep at the Burlington. So that would take us
on top of
like some hot DVDs. I've got that like the collection stops at 2008.
Yeah, basically. Yeah,
just like when I go to my old iPod and I'm like, let me see what music was cool up until exactly 2008.
Pretty much, right? How long do you guys think that you guys could do it?
No way.
In like 3 weeks?
No way.
Oh, we have too many movies.
I think we got too many movies. Because we do have I would say that the collection at the bar, i.e. me, insofar as I own all those DVDs. I own most of those DVDs, like 90%.
You mean VHS?
Or 90% of those VHSs. I would say that we got at least 300, if not more.
A lot of those are mine, BT Dubs, to clarify. No. Oh, but I was thinking, because I haven't like panic bought anything. So that's why I thought I could get the Switch Lite. But I did. This was my only panic buy purchase.
Okay.
I want to eat them.
I know. I haven't opened them yet.
Wait, so it would be like
once you pop, you don't stop. So I haven't opened them yet.
I'm Pringle Rick.
Oh man.
I'm Pringle Rick. That makes sense.
I mailed in some rebates and got a speaker that you can play like when you go to the beach in the summer if we're ever allowed outside again.
Right.
And it like bumps it. So I'm got this specifically with that in mind. So I can use Pickle Rick Canister as my like speaker projector.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
Lindsay says hello.
Oh, there she is.
Pickle Rick. Greetings from Italian fan. Hey, oh my God, I hope everything's okay over
I know,
there.
right?
I mean, we're about to be the same. Oh,
it's Pringle Rick. Yeah, hold on. We got to do. Here we go. We got Giovanni over here.
Hope you're doing okay, Giovanni.
Oh, yeah. Hope you guys are doing good. I know that it's been really tough over there. We're sending all the love and everything that we can. Yeah, to you guys over there. I mean, shit.
We're gonna be you in a week.
Yeah, USA #1. USA
#1 at failing.
#1 at failing to control this pandemic. Yeah, absolutely.
New Florida's great this time of year. Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Reaction. Yeah, that's a good way to kill the quarantine. Go in the archives there.
Well, because it's like extreme social undistancing.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Like back to a time when bars were a thing and you smushed together.
You can when you're in the bar.
Yeah.
Or you can just screenshot the Burlington. That's what Alex Cruz, Cal Hagrid, for his Zoom. We none of us have the ability to work from home, but Alex does. And I guess on Zoom you can make green screen backgrounds, and he did the Burlington.
Yeah, which I thought was really
very
cute.
Adorable. But I think it'd be funnier if you did the big crowd, and you're
hanging
with all
going
the
like that, reaching up to everybody.
Cheers.
Totally. Yeah.
You taste the Malort through the screen.
Ooh, another thing that you could do is that we also got that if you want to, again, you can kind of, that's what those videos were sort of about. We're just about recreating what it's like to be in that spot, in that moment that it aired. There's that 360 video, that fucking VR video that we did, which is fucking rad. Yeah, which you can do. You can watch Masande get her head cut off live all over again.
I don't want it.
It never happened.
I know it did. Yeah, you're right.
Man, hi from the UK.
What's going on, UK? Hope you guys are okay.
Actually, he did a good thing. He shut down
all the shit.
Yeah, he shut it down.
Shut it down.
Who shut it down? Who did?
Prime Minister Boris Johnson. That
Boris, right on.
I was shocked,
boys.
Yeah.
You know what? A broken clock
is right twice a day. Yes. Such a good phrase.
That's a good one. Yeah, I mean, and also I think that Boris is a lot more, I think, smart than he lets on. I think he's a lot more savvy than he lets on. And when I'm sure when people come up to him and be like, "We got to close this shit down," he's like, "Yeah, okay, cool, let's do it." You know what I mean? He's a blowhard and he's a fucking weirdo, but
I wish our president was smarter than he seems.
Right? Yeah. Didn't take it seriously until here's I'm gonna put this up on here real quick. I didn't take it seriously until the French shut down.
Until the French?
Until the France shut down. Legalized French. Legalized French. No, but what was the moment? At least let's put it into perspective. What was the moment news-wise where you guys were like, "Oh shit, this is for real"?
It was I actually have it because it was the New York Times. What day was it? February 27th. They had their daily podcast that was "The Coronavirus Goes Global." That was the day I was like, and then I was weird till after that. But I mean, I wasn't socially distancing yet. But I was like, some shit's gonna have to go down.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We traveled in mid-January, and I was already disinfecting the plane because I'm I've watched a lot of disaster, horror, pandemic, movies and I paid attention in science class, so I know how this shit works.
Right.
Wish I could say the same for our global.
Yeah, right. I mean, I think it was.
No toilet paper, right? It's like, it's finally now starting to get back to like stocking at the stores, but we have some pals who work in the day still, and I had to pick some toilet paper up for them because they were at work.
Yeah.
And then when I was in line, because I go to the same store a lot, so I had to emphatically tell the cashier that I was buying it for other people, so she wouldn't judge me as a panic buyer.
As like a big old panic buyer? Yeah, totally.
You're a panic pooper. I need the teepee for my poopies.
Or I was like, oh, I was just gonna go like TP in some houses later. Like,
right.
Oh, y'all wanted this? No. Fuck no. You would say that my friends were shit out of luck without me.
Oh, here we go. Check this one out real quick.
Yeah, that was so pretty. I saw it on.
I didn't see that at all, and I didn't know that they made Hello Kitty toilet paper. What the fuck?
You know, just because you're pooping is no excuse to stop being kawaii.
I mean, kawaii in your keister.
I feel so bad on that little kitty's face.
Oh.
But remember when I worked at Hollywood Mirror circa 2006 to 2008, they would never order us enough toilet paper, and we would always run out, and we would always have to use coffee filters. That's toilet paper.
Wait, you use coffee filters as toilet paper?
What? That was pre me working there.
That was pre working there, but yeah, they were always out. So you
had to wipe with a coffee.
Yeah, with a coffee filter. You just be like, don't poop at work, or you're fucked. That coffee filter.
Did you have coffee?
Oh my god.
At that point, because we never had coffee.
No, we didn't have coffee. We have a coffee maker, but there were like hundreds of coffee filters, and
I mean,
things were a little,
you know,
unregulated back then.
Need is the ultimate monkey, man. If you gotta have,
I mean, my grandma like grew up poor in the Depression and said they used like corn husks as toilet paper. So
how do you flush that?
Hold on.
You have an outhouse, baby.
I think this
outhouse.
I think occasionally people talk about having, you know, like there's like the John Wayne toilet paper, which is rough, tough, and don't take shit off of nobody. I think this one takes the cake right here. Used to rock.
I used to leaf once, and in like an outdoor excursion, I like went to pee and I like didn't mean to poop.
I was
happened. I like grabbed a big.
Also, the face he's making in his profile pic. Is the face I would
30 Silver looks like the type of dude who just wiped his ass with like a piece of shale.
Ooh.
It does though. No, it does. It's like it looks like he's making like a face. It's not a burn, that's just an observation.
Oops.
Oh my lord. That's the fucking funniest shit I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I'm trying to think, like, there's probably, I think a leaf is one, definitely. I think I've definitely been out I was like a country kid. Like, I was living out on my grandma's farm for fucking ever when I was a kid. And so, like, when I remember there was definitely a couple of times where you're just like literally like a mile away from your house out in the middle of like these woods or whatever.
You had to poop?
And you got to poop. You know what I mean? And then so at least then I was starting to think about alternatives to toilet paper. And now that we got coffee filters on the menu.
Oh yeah.
I mean, now the sky's the limit, you know?
Like I think Amazon ran out, but I was like, we were like, should we get a bidet? Is this toilet paper thing going to be a thing in the future? Like, cause
I think we're back in action.
I think we get a bidet.
Bidet. I mean, like they got like these things that you can
bidet all day. No, they have like one you can just like hook onto your toilet.
Huh? Does it work?
Dude, 30 Silver.
Yeah, the corn cup thing is universal, exactly. And it's like, if you think about it, like, I'm talking about like a fresh corn husk. Like, I'm not talking about like a tamale wrapper. Like, The fresh
I thought it was the cob itself.
I thought it was like you're cramming a corn cob in your ass. Right? That would be bad.
That's what I really thought. Okay, the husk, sure.
Changing topics entirely. So speaking of corn husks, those of you in Chicago know about Tamale Guy, the OG Tamale Guy, Claudio, doing house visit.
I heard that he's making house deliveries now.
Yeah, I might have to call him up.
That's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, and also if you guys run out of toilet paper,
you can use the tamale husk.
You know,
yeah,
those ones are.
He can take care of the before and after.
Oh God!
Those of you that don't know, in Chicago, we have some street meat vendors. We have a street meat lady that sells Polish sausages and
Katrina, yeah.
And so if you're out late at a bar, you can go get a little treat afterwards. But the best is if you're out at a bar, there's like three different tamale guys that come through with different coolers.
Yeah.
Claudio,
there's only one that's really good.
The best
the OG, yeah, the original.
Guy, his are too big and it's the wrong pepper.
Yeah.
It's not the right pepper.
It's not great. But you know what? When you're drunk, anything will do pretty much. But
I mean, I've definitely eaten them anyway, but
yeah.
So good.
Yeah, Ricardo knows what's up. He's a fellow Chicagoan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, of course.
When I first moved to the city, I was like short on money, and Claudio gave me free tamales. He's just like,
yeah, you know, I mean, like, cause you see these guys, you see these guys out and about all the time, and you know, they're almost like another like bar regular, sort of. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, like you got like those regulars that they come in like about every night around like 11:30 is when they usually roll in or whatever. Same thing with Claudio. Like he'll make his way in like right around like 10:30, 11 between that and like midnight or whatever, and just like I just start trying to make some dough or whatever it is. Yeah, I was like I miss him a lot. I'd love to see Claudio in a bar again for sure.
I'd like to see a bar again.
Right?
That's true.
You know, I will answer a question here from Tyler. He asks, "Hey Dustin, do you think there will be any long-term effects societally from this BS, like toilets that don't have hand flushers?" That's a great idea. Why don't toilets flush by like a little thing on the side?
I always use my foot when I'm in a public toilet.
Though. Oh, there we go.
I mean, we have the technology. They use it in airplanes. Like, why are we still touching a handle?
Yeah, or there could definitely be like a little like two little maybe like triggers like on the bottom that you could step on one or the other.
Or how about this? An app.
A what?
You gotta connect. I love that you gotta connect to the shitter via Bluetooth. That'd be pretty great.
App? Oh my God.
Why
don't all doors open by foot button latch instead of handle? Yeah. All kind of. You gotta use like if you have to go to ATM or push a button, like use your knuckle or your thumb or something, and try to use your arm. Like I already did all this shit. Like so, I'm like, okay, I'll keep doing everything normal and wash my hands maybe just like a scotch more, but I already did that a lot.
Here we go. We got like here. This is a good one right here. Foot pedals like on a piano. I think that could work perfectly. You know what I mean?
On a bonus, it'll make
while you compose a symphony of shit.
I feel like it'll make it accessible to like handicapped people too.
Your sweet symphony.
Like, like also.
Yeah, maybe.
I think. Maybe. I don't know.
What are you showing us?
What now? What was showing?
Oh, I thought you were putting.
No, that was the other one that I put up before.
Putting something on the thing.
Oh man.
Pedals, yeah, pedals.
Yeah, the pedals, yeah, for sure.
And made of copper, right? Copper.
Yeah.
Everything should be made of copper.
Like copper, yeah.
Right.
Copper right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Copper is popping off.
Just kidding. None of us have money, so.
Oh my God! I almost wore my Lizzo shirt, so it would have been so embarrassing.
No, it'd been great.
No,
that would have been fine.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
Oh.
I have like a pair of like my least favorite jeans and like a schlubby old sweatshirt that are like my outside clothes if I have to go outside. And then I was like, wait, why didn't I pick a cute outfit for my outside clothes since The only people I'll see outside for the next several weeks is like the cashier at the store and Sean and people on walks. But
yeah, right.
Nobody's really looking for that sartorial eye anyway. So I'll just work with the crowd.
Man,
I'll have to just brainstorm my apocalypse outfit. Watch Tank Girl, watch Blade Runner, see what's good.
Yeah, we got. Ooh, okay. Here's a question: what's the best post-apocalyptic film, or maybe not the best, but what's your favorite?
I love Tank Girl. But what's
you like Tank Girl, Morgan? Get the fuck out of town.
I don't know.
I'm doing my therapy over the phone too.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't like talking on the phone, but it's okay. It's better than nothing. Wait, there's a question.
Here we go. We got Gabe's got a nice question. How are you preventing getting on each other's nerves being together 24/7 on lockdown? Well,
you got to murder me every day.
I mean, I'd say there's no real getting around it. I think just living with anyone with the ability to leave the house or not, I feel like you're definitely going to eventually get on. That's just a part of living with people.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that I know, and I'll cop to this. But like I know that like all of the different kind of I'm struggling with a little bit with like the sanitary measures and stuff like that, and that frustrates Mill a lot, and she puts up, and so she's had a lot of patience insofar as like having to like remind me like a child to fucking do like the basic.
Look,
stuff.
I'm doing a good job. He's becoming self-aware.
Yeah, right. So so
I talk in like weird, funny, different voices all day, every day, throughout the day. True. So it's like I'm a bunch of different people in one.
It is true. It's like I got like a way cuter Gollum and Schmeagol walking around the house.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, wash your hands, precious. You have to wash your hands. Nobody doesn't like to wash their hands.
Yeah, so to answer your question, the key is having two ways to watch things. So that's crucial.
Ooh.
Yeah, having basically two televisions.
Oh yeah, two. I see what you meant. I was like, I thought you said 2 ways to wash things. I was like,
more than one way.
2 ways to watch things. Yeah, that's crucial. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I just said there's more than one way to skin a cat, which is
terrible phrase.
Which is maybe the weirdest. Phrase. It's the weirdest phrase I've ever heard.
I think it's the same guy who wrote like you can't swing a dead cat without hitting like. That guy made those two. He was doing weird shit with dead cats.
My grandma, like when she would like get us ready for bed, she'd say, "Now skin a cat," and we'd have to like put our arms up, and she would like put her
skin the bunny rat
pajamas on. I thought it was like a southern thing.
Were we eating a lot of cats back in the day? Like, was that a thing?
Find out, guys.
I mean,
they still do. And I went to Hong Kong about 10 years ago, and we were in a cab, and there was a restaurant with a chef holding this sad skinny cat up, and we said, "Oh my gosh, look at that!" And the cab driver, who was singing along word for word to Mariah Carey, by the way, and it was amazing, just like turned and was like, "Yes, they eat cat there." Oh, no. And we were like, "Oh," and he's like, "It's not as big of a thing like everywhere anymore. It's more like a niche, like tourists or whatever kind of shit." But I'm like,
so you got to stare into the eyes of a cat that was going to be
so sad.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, like people, like I mean, if I did a blind taste test, like guinea pig, I don't know. Horse meat, yeah, it's like.
Do you think? Okay, here.
Cows and pigs are cute. So, like, where do we draw the line?
Lou from Facebook might have it over here. Hold on. Let's just do this one real quick. Skin the cat means catfish. Maybe.
Oh.
But you clean fish, you don't skin them, really, do you? I don't know. I mean, like, you might be onto something.
No, but he's saying like skin a cat. Yeah, because you put the scales off of it.
Yeah. I mean, you might be onto something.
Catfish,
you might be onto something, Lou. That's
like shellfish.
Yeah, I mean, fish. I feel a lot worse about killing fish than I do killing cats. That's for sure.
Wait, you mean the opposite of that? You said you feel worse about killing fish.
I don't feel as bad about killing fish.
I was gonna say, like,
yeah, I don't feel as bad about killing fish.
You're already allergic to cats. What are we learning?
No.
Over your ears.
Oh yeah, catfish has no scales.
Like, I've been telling these dogs, I'm like, listen, if it gets rough around here,
Okay, here we go. We got this one right here. I'll toss this to you guys real quick.
What?
Carrie wants to know.
Perfect.
Amazing.
Right?
I'm excited about it.
I thought like I'm touching my face again. No, I thought
no touching.
Am I crazy, or did she say she was into it like weeks ago?
Oh, dude, no. I'd say maybe potentially like a year or two. Like it first kind of started as like on like the message boards and stuff like that. Like where everybody's like, who'd be perfect for Ahsoka? Fucking Rosario Dawson. And then that kind of Twitter kind of took that thought and catapulted it over to her. And then she caught it. And then she was like, I would love to fucking play this character. You know what I mean? So like,
hi, Tanny.
Hey, what's up, Tanny? How you doing? At least a year, Ricardo says. So she's definitely been shipping it really hard. And like, it's an easy, like we've kind of seen with like, so it's very similar to like, what was it? Spider-Man Far From Home, where we all wanted J. Jonah Jameson. We all wanted, what's that actor's name again? God damn it. I can't remember.
Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. We all wanted J.K. Simmons back as J. Jonah Jameson. And like, they just fucking did it. They were just like, let's just fucking do it. This is like what the kids want. You know what I mean? So like, let's just do it. This is what people want. The stars into it. Let's do it. And so I thought that was just like that's a fantastic move. And Ahsoka's like low key like the fucking coolest goddamn character in Star Wars, pretty much. But still has yet to be on the screen. Like proper in like a kind of a cinematic way. So yeah, totally fucking into it. Totally into it.
No touching.
No touching. No touching. Can we quote that again? We were talking about that before.
I wanted to make it like a picture, and then I was like, wait, did Jeffrey Tambor get like full on canceled, or did he get like medium canceled?
I think he was just like a real asshole. Was he a
creep, or was he a jerk? Like, I don't know.
Who got canceled?
Jeffrey Tambor.
Oh yeah.
Well, but it was like for just. Was it just? It was just like for being like just an asshole, right? Yeah.
Being creepy with a scene partner when she had to wear like underwear or something.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Something like.
Oh right, okay.
They were doing like a scene where like she was like in her underwear and he made her uncomfortable.
Okay.
I forget how, but some
little biscuit.
I
know. I don't know. Then it's like, do you separate the art from the artist?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't write that dialogue.
He
didn't write that dialogue. I mean, like, I think that just about any other actor could have. I think that he did a good job in the show, but I think that we would be still doing that line, no matter who played that part.
True.
I think so.
You get the line, yeah.
Well, now it's the comments.
Hold on, here we go.
You missed a bunch. You gotta.
Oh wait, I gotta go.
Go hit new comments.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michael B.
Ooh, here we go. Check this. You'll like this one. You'll like this one here, Dustin.
Dustin, what do you think of that?
Oh, I can see them on my phone.
Storm.
I was hoping you'd ignore this comment. I'm.
No.
I just no.
No.
I like Emilia Clarke. I just don't. I don't see that. I don't see it working.
Yeah.
Who's your Sue Storm?
Don't put me on the spot with a question like that.
Westworld.
January Jones.
Put January Jones in there.
Bring January Jones back. Yeah, let's get January Jones back.
Now you got a movie.
I actually think Katherine Heigl, because isn't Sue Storm a scientist, so she could be an uptight scientist and walk into a glass door.
Yeah.
And then she learns to find love.
Yeah.
Katherine Heigl vehicle.
Oh my God. Okay. That might be, yeah.
Horror movie that's mostly a Katherine Heigl romantic comedy.
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt?
Yeah. Emily Blunt could be a good Sue Storm. I would like that.
John Krasinski. I mean, as Reed Richards.
But they can't just take the people from A Quiet Place and.
But they would be great.
All right.
Oh, John Krasinski, Mr. Fantastic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I mean, John Krasinski. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. And he's wanted to get. Do you know that John Krasinski? He's screen tested for Captain America.
Yeah.
Like that would have been. I don't think it would have necessarily worked, but I get it. Like I get why they would call him in. You know what I mean? That totally makes sense. Yeah, I know. It would totally make sense.
CIA show, so maybe he could have been an action star.
Yeah, I think he is. He definitely has been kind of flexing that element a lot more. He was in like that Benghazi movie, and he was in that other fucking movie. He's been soldiering up a bunch lately. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Jack Ryan. Dustin watched Jack Ryan.
Yeah, Jack Ryan. You thought that show was pretty damn good, didn't you, Dustin?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, totally. All right. There we go. What do we got here?
We lost Morgan.
No, we lost Morgan.
So do I.
Oh yeah, Kit Harington's coming to the MCU.
Yeah, who is he playing again?
Oh, he's playing the Black Knight from the Eternals.
That's right.
He's playing Jon Snow in the MCU.
Is he essentially playing Jon Snow in the MCU, basically?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, if you can play that card and play it well, why wouldn't you do it? Oh, here's the other something with the externals. Here we go. Here's a question, and I don't know the answer. What's David Duchovny been up to? I don't know. Being boring as fuck.
Yeah. What did he do to you?
I don't know. David Duchovny has always kind of been like he's always sort of been like a charisma vacuum that I've never really understood the appeal, other than the fact that he was in a great show with a co-star, Gillian Anderson in X-Files, who was fantastic.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I always thought that he's sort of. I like look at David scorned.
He's in Twin Peaks. Bree Sharp wrote that song about him. Like, I don't know.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I've
right. Isn't that who sang that song? Oh, David Duchovny, why won't you love me?
I don't know if I know that one. That's
I know the song. You guys don't. What world are we in?
I know, right? Ooh, this could be fun.
I'm way down for that.
Put Keanu in everything.
Yeah.
Honestly, you can put him right here.
You need some help on those cosmic characters. Like all those like Jack Kirby cosmic characters. The Eternal's going to be a real hard sell, but everybody thought the same thing about Guardians too. And
that's true, man. I mean, like almost every single time that when they've gone into the weird, like you said, kind of more cosmic shit, I've always been like, really? Like, this is going to connect? Like, this is going to work? I just couldn't fathom it. And then, Guardians is like, one of the fan favorites. And then, like, the weirdest, most cosmic centered Thor movie is the one that everybody loves. And it's like people's like favorite MCU movie. So what the fuck do I know,
What do I know? God. David Duchovny, you can still call me, just not.
Oh, David Duchovny's cool. I mean, like,
why are you oh, that's a big backtrack from your initial.
I mean, no, he's really boring. I'm sure he's a nice guy. Here's this one. You watch this show, don't you?
Yes, I love that show. Oh, she's like why I watch it. Her and Eric are like my faves.
I should watch that.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Okay.
She is the best part for
we got the time. We got the goddamn
her.
time. Oh, here's this one's for you, Morgan, because we know that you enjoy this stuff pretty much. You know this stuff a lot.
Oh yeah.
So I actually never watched it when it came out, But when James Gandolfini died, I was like, hey, let me give the Sopranos a chance because I never watched it, but I do like mob movies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I was just obsessed. And then I made Dustin start watching it, and he I rewatched it with you till you caught up, and then we got obsessed with getting spaghetti.
Oh my god, that movie that show does make you want Italian food all the time.
Yeah. I never wanted to go, and I go out to eat. I always want to eat something like Asian or barbecue or Fat
Willie's. R.I.P. I wish.
Right.
But I never want to go get pasta. Pasta is just not my jam.
Unless you watch The Sopranos.
And then we watch The Sopranos. I'm like, we have to go to an Italian restaurant yesterday.
Man, I need some prosciutto.
So
the gabagoo.
Some gabagoo.
Oh yeah.
The gabagoo.
The gravy. Give me the gravy and the macaroni.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've never wanted.
Fuck up. It does.
You watch The Sopranos, and I've never wanted to just have a plate with some salt, pepper, Parmesan, and olive oil, and a nice good piece of pane. Pop that shit in there. That's that's all that you could want after you watch that show. That and viciously murdering strippers in that show. They do it all the time. It's crazy.
Bada Bing was not a good play.
Oh, the Bada Bing was rough.
I saw someone, The New Mutants. Is that out yet now? Or yeah, it was pretty sharp, right? I mean, there probably was a cover. But I want to see New Mutants. Why don't
they just release it on video on demand? I want
to see Little Macy.
Macy. I think they'll probably do I imagine they'll do a VOD.
The Hunt and
they'll do a VOD for maybe a month and a half, 6 weeks or whatever, and then they'll just throw it on over to fucking Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Right?
I am pumped. They're gonna do video on demand for Trolls 2.
Whoa!
Wait, what?
I loved Trolls.
I don't know if it'll make it to Disney Plus.
What? Why not?
Because 2029.
Is it not? Is it too? Is it not? Is it not family friendly? Are all the other X-Men movies on Disney Plus? Or no?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I haven't watched any of them,
so I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
The Disney Plus, we had to cancel the Bark Box. Sorry, pup.
The Troll movie's cute. I unintentionally watched it with child family members.
Okay,
and then I got into, but I'm hold on.
I fucking thought I thought that you guys were talking about Troll 2 Nilbog Troll.
Oh,
I was why are we going to VOD with a movie that came out in the 1980s?
High key.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I got some Troll. I had the.
We're talking about the animated Timberlake vehicle.
So many trolls.
This is literally the most angel comment that could have ever happened. Yes, it's live right now. We live, motherfucker. We're talking to you right now.
Is that photo taken at Kohl's? I believe it was.
I think it might have been. Let me see it. Let me pull it up again.
That's the Kohl's sound booth.
Oh,
nice. Very cool.
Oh, Angel.
Yeah. Troll hype. I mean, yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it. Was that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you should make him watch it. So good.
There's a troll that's covered in glitter that just farts glitter.
Yeah.
Is that a thing that happens? Okay. All right. I'm down with that.
Gorillas cover with all the goblins. Are they goblins? A bad guy.
Spoilers! No.
Oh my god! Right.
But there's a really good Clint Eastwood cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Honestly, little monsters are moping around, all sad, and
well, because I went with this crew to see Ralph Breaks the Internet, and to this day, I have still never seen Wreck-It Ralph. So with children's movies, be sure you can just hop in at any point in the run and have a good time with it.
Right.
Wreck-It Ralph is way better than Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Yeah. Not
oh yeah, the first one. Yeah, the first.
Good. I'm saving it then. No,
Yeah,
I mean
the first one's really good.
Is it
The first
on
one's really
streaming
good.
or something?
Ooh, here we go.
Yes, those are
Y'all remember
vintage
this?
trolls from the 90s.
Ooh, Troll from Ernest Scared Stupid is way better. That is a hot take if I ever heard it.
Oh,
Spartan
yeah.
Quality entertainment right there.
I do remember that being quite like a good mix of like goofy and frightening.
They were greasy puppets for sure.
It was a creepy, greasy puppet, which is the best kind of puppet.
Yeah, you know what was going on.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch like Two Towers before I watch Fellowship. Like for children's movies, though, I don't really care as much.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's another thing that people have been talking about that they've been rewatching a lot lately, as far as movies that are just like comfort food, is those Fellowship movies.
Lord of the Rings extended trilogy. That'll kill some time for you, right?
Dude, the extended trilogy. What is that, like 10 hours all told or more?
I think so. Yeah.
Something crazy like that. Yeah, I think like the even though I gotta say I think even though I do think that even though I like all the extra stuff that's in Fellowship extended cut, I think I prefer the theatrical cut. I think.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, like maybe I'd have to go back and watch it.
It depends on how much time I have. It depends on if I'm doing a straight through or like a mix it up.
That's true.
I remember one Thanksgiving I had a roommate and our good friend was over and she had never seen any of them. So we played them for this person in the 20 minutes and first one just passed out, comes to during Return of the King. Like, we're like, you've been out for like 6 hours. It was very funny. Legend has it they haven't watched it to this day.
Oh my god! Right? You know what? I know what the other thing that I've talked about sending it to you guys, and since we've been sending files back and forth to each other, you know, trying to keep content coming out and putting stuff on Patreon and getting stuff ready, you know, since we've been hunkered down. I got to send you guys that Tolkien cut of The Hobbit.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Where they basically take all 3 Hobbit movies and they crunch it down to 3 hours and 3 minutes. And
that was fun.
And it fucking rules.
Oh, well, I had my trolls out just to cement that I'm stuck in the 90s. This is my Tamagotchi. His name is Timothy Chalamet. And this is a lanyard I thrifted several years ago. So just wanted to let everyone know that.
How's Timothy Chalamet doing?
He's good. This is like Timothy 5.0. I think I discussed in the last live stream. He is like my Mr. Phillips and Ms. Crookshanks.
Yeah.
Watchmen, where I just keep naming him the same name every version. So if you're a 90s kid, you'll know. Hey. Timothy Chalamet, like Timothy Chalamet.
Why you Tamagotchi? Why you Tamagotchi into his last name? Is that? I mean, I didn't know that was.
I think Chalamet is French.
Chalamet. We are talking about Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy.
Oh my God.
It's like a time capsule around here.
It is a bit, yeah, definitely. It is a big fucking time capsule. I mean, shit. People should say. I wish we had a portable webcam. I'd take people and I'd show them your little nostalgia station over there. Go get the Michael Jordan.
Oh
yeah, we gotta see this.
Actually, we got some LOTR. We got all kind of. Oh no, Treebeard has too much stuff on it.
Treebeard has too much stuff on it. I am no tree. I am an ant.
Oh, he's dead.
Is he dead? Well, he's not dead, but he's still right here. Look at what we shot.
Michael Jordan is not dead.
No, Michael Jordan is not dead. Michael Jordan's fine. Michael Jordan does not have COVID-19.
This specific doll, the battery is dead.
The battery is dead.
Here, I'll do a pretend. I'll push him. I really enjoyed playing with you guys. And all he says is, let's play some basketball.
He does, like, you hit the button on it, and Michael Jordan just goes, let's play some basketball. It's hilarious.
100% Michael Jordan is in his panic room somewhere. Totally.
Michael Jordan doesn't have a panic room. Michael Jordan has a panic fucking yacht. Michael Jordan has a panic fucking, like, acre of land, like an entire acre that's covered in, like, you know, he has a panic basketball court, tennis court, bowling alley. You know?
Oh, Steve.
Where is he?
He had a basketball too, but I don't know where it is. Legolas. Wait, hold on. Oh, Legacies. I thought it said Legolas.
Oh,
I got
okay,
excited.
okay.
Dark Will. Yeah. Ooh,
Steve Brennison wants to know what's going on, Steve.
Is that? Yeah.
I think it's Tormund Jr.
I can't tell. The picture too small. No, I don't know if it is.
You don't think so?
It has
Tormund and Dragon. It has to be him.
I mean, if it's not.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think so.
You know, I'm social distancing. I can't see the screen as well.
That's true. Is he a textbook psychopath? I don't know. I mean, I know that he definitely did like some uncut gems level fucking gambling that got his ass like kicked out of the NBA for 2 years.
I know he was in Hanes or Fruit of the Loom. Which commercial?
I think it was Hanes. Hanes was the big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like him and like, it was always him and like some dopey white guy, like Jim Brewer or something like that, you know? Go boy. Remember, come on and slam. And welcome to the jam.
The Draces gave me this doll.
What doll?
I did like 30 Silver. I did like Uncut Gems a lot. It was a stressful watch, but I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Oh, yeah, that one.
This one. You guys got this one, right?
Yeah.
Back a little bit.
Canceled though.
That's pretty rad.
Oh, he is?
No, just kidding.
I don't know. It's hard to keep track of who's canceled because everyone sucks.
No, like if Pepe Le Pew was like a real guy, he would be canceled.
Pepe Le Pew is canceled all day. Pepe Le Pew is out of here, babe.
He was trying to touch all those cats.
The whole thing. No, not Pepe Le Pew. Pepe Le Pew can stay because he wasn't bad. He was just wrong. He was just drawn that way. To quote Roger Rabbit, you got to get those writers and those weird ass motherfuckers that were having him doing all that shit.
All horned up for that cat.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
He was asking for it.
Bugs ain't no saint.
Yeah.
Bugs ain't no saint neither. Actually, come to think of it, if you were an animated character, a male animated character, back in the 1930s, you were.
It was a different time.
Yeah.
Hey.
A male animated character can't make it out there in the real world, ladies and gentlemen.
Tweety Bird doesn't seem so annoying now, does he, Mom?
I know,
sorry,
right?
my mom always said Tweety Bird was annoying. That was a childhood flashback. She hates Tweety Bird.
Oh.
He had the song "Wait a Minute, Mr. Postman." Weird fun facts about my mom. It's because the oldie station in Atlanta just played it on a loop, and she hated it.
Elmer Fudd
would be like a guy. He would be like one of those guys. He'd be like one of the fucking Trump sons who like goes out and like shoots like an endangered fucking animal for like on like a you know, like a preserve.
He could have his own podcast where he talks about Second Amendment.
Pepe would be sitting in HR. Yes. Mr. Le Pew, I'm just saying is that I got these we've had some disturbing reports about your conduct lately. What do you mean? You are talking about me, Pepe Le Pew? Oh man. That would be great. Panda Pew. I can't abide by what Elmer
is a Florida man. It is known.
Elmer Fudd is Florida. Yeah, like a gun-toting ne'er-do-well, like who likes like the sporting life. That sounds pretty Florida to me. Oh my God. Oh, Marty, what do we got? Sopranos? Oh, yeah. People are really asking about the Sopranos lately, man. That must be.
I can recommend it if you haven't watched it. Now you got time.
People are going. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Well, that was the other thing. We talked about this on the podcast, but apparently everybody's rediscovering what a boring ass movie Dark Phoenix was.
Oh man,
yeah. You know? We talk about that on the podcast in case anybody out there doesn't know that we have a podcast. Watchers in the Bar podcast. Check us out. We got links. We got links on all of our different profiles to check that out.
Somebody had mentioned earlier that they couldn't get into, maybe it was 30 was saying you couldn't get into Picard, but I will say we have been doing a weekly recap series on Picard on the podcast, and we've also done a weekly video reaction series to the show
on Patreon. Yeah,
and they just announced that it is free to watch.
Oh yeah, they just
April
opened it up. Yeah.
Do they open up the whole show?
Yeah. So just Picard. I'll pull it up real quick. So if you guys are interested in checking it out,
newsflash with Justin Drace.
You can watch it and then you can listen to our reactions for it. It's the code is GIFT on CBS All Access. So you just go into there. Sir Patrick Stewart just announced that they've going to put the whole thing out. The finale is on Thursday. Yeah, I highly suggest you guys check it out.
Yeah. I mean, it's if you're going in there looking for TNG, you're gonna have a hard time. As soon as you kind of become one with the fact that it's not really that it's more of just like a new Star Trek kind of adventure show, then you're gonna be able to at least have like an okay time with it. Yeah. The world doesn't. Oh, Gabe. Here we go with Gabe. The world doesn't deserve Sir Patrick Stewart. That's why, because didn't they close down production on season 2?
They have. I don't know if they haven't started it. I don't think.
So are they kind of like holding back, or they're just like waiting on it, or something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know anything that is in production right now.
Most everything is paused.
Yeah. TNG is Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, man. I mean, like that. Yeah, I mean, like I've been having an okay time with the show. I mean, like it's not the best fucking thing I ever seen, but I do like seeing Patrick Stewart, wobble his ancient ass around that set. It's so great.
Oh snap! Fargo got pushed.
Ooh,
they're still in Chicago, or they were. Filming.
They were filming. Actually, this season 4 of Fargo was shooting in my hometown.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's actually if you watch the trailer for season 4, the opening shot is an exterior, and it's the old Jaffe's drugstore that I walked by like every Friday and Sunday to go rent a movie, and then I'd be bringing it back on Sunday and shit like that. It was pretty wild. It was kind of cool. It's just weird. Like, what's his name? Jason. Who's the guy who's in all the Wes Anderson movies?
Jason Schwartzman?
Yeah, Jason. It's weird to be like Jason Schwartzman was like bumming around my hometown, and Chris Rock was bumming around my hometown. That's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. Cool. Totally. Did you guys ever run into any like filming sites or anything like that? Do you guys have any stories about getting onto a movie set?
Well, there when I was working at Hollywood Mirror, they were filming, what is it? Lovecraft Country?
Oh yeah.
Whatever that show is.
Oh, that's the Jordan Peele produced.
Yeah, and they actually bought a bunch of the wardrobe from Hollywood Mirror. Like they came in and dropped like $1,000 on just like pants and shirts and shit, because we had a lot of like 50s, 60s menswear. And but they had painted, so there's like around the corner from Hollywood Mirror, there's this very famous bar, the L&L, where like John Wayne Gacy like famously drank there. It's like a bar
and it's a fucking rad bar. It's so cool. I go there every time I'm over in that neck of the woods.
Rad and creepy.
Yeah, that's true.
But they had like repainted like a lot of the windows on that like little stretch, and then in the alleyway they had like all like the clotheslines hung up and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it was like a 1950s. So like for like a week while I was like, because I would always bike to work, I'd bike by it, I'd be trying to like act like I wasn't snooping, but
yeah.
Wait, when was that? Was that when they did what, Public Enemy? The
Johnny Depp. Yeah,
the Johnny Depp.
Yeah, the movie. Yeah,
that was like they made everything look old timey in Lincoln Park.
Yeah,
and like
the L&O is creepy. Yeah, like we said, that's where John Wayne Gacy used to go to drink. But it's one of those bars that's made even more creepy because they don't play music, so it's just a silent bar.
They don't.
No. So that is, again, we were talking about. I remember one time I saw a really great like list of like, I think it's like the top 10 indicators you're in a Chicago dive bar, and one of the things is if the tamale guy comes to your bar, then you are not a dive bar. You're not, which I think is fair. Another one that was on that list was if you're dive bars that have jukeboxes and music, other music doesn't kick on when it's not playing music,
right?
And you drink in silence.
They have a jukebox.
What's that?
It's never playing. Yeah.
I think it works. You know what I mean? But if the jukebox runs out of songs, you drink in silence. That is a dive bar. Which I think totally makes sense. Or there's like a TV with like that's very faintly kind of going on, playing like sports or like WGN, like movie of the night or something like that. You know.
What Steve
McQueen, the old actor.
No, I was looking at Steve.
Probably gets old Tormund Jr.
Yeah, let's see if we can do it.
That one, right?
There, let's see here. All right, here, Steve. Let's see if we can get you.
Get on in here.
Get on over.
High Fidelity. They filmed the apartment scene where Tim Robbins' character, his apartment was directly like eye level across from my apartment on Division Street.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the rain where John Cusack is like calling the apartment and he's like at the window. Like that scene was so wild because it like they had to create the rain for it. So like there was the big crane with the rain and all that was happening right outside my front door. And I remember walking past what was called Championship Vinyl. It was down the street from where Reckless Records is in Chicago. And I was like, oh shit, there's a new record store. I should check that out. And then like 2 days later it was gone. And I was like, oh, right, because they're filming the show. But I remember at one point I came home and they were on a break.
7 o'clock somewhere.
It's time for some $3 Chuck, apparently.
Hey.
But I remember they were on a lunch break and John Cusack was sitting on my front steps. He just like eating a hot dog. And
that's pretty wild.
I was like, oh man, he's right in my way. And I kind of want to go inside, but I don't want to like bug him. I was just like, I like live in. He's like, oh yeah, cool, no problem, man, no problem. And I'm like, all right, thanks.
That's a pretty good one.
He's a Chicagoan, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, I'll say this. That's a very Dustin Drace interaction with a Chicago celebrity. I have a Chicago celebrity that I had a very Sean Tank Top interaction with. I remember when I was working down in River North. When I was working down in River North, we had like one of the only buildings that had like an open old school exposed elevator.
Yeah,
and it had like this. That had like this old Polish man you would just tell him what floor to go to, and he would take you to each floor that you wanted to go to. It's fucking great.
And Child's Play in the Brewster building.
True.
Was the building right next to the building I lived in college, which was fun on Diversey. And then if you keep going west down Diversey, in Wayne's World, when they're driving in the car scene, they drive by my old apartment building. I like freeze framed and screenshotted that point. So that was fun.
Right. So
like during the Bohemian Rhapsody scene.
Right. And so we couldn't use the elevator.
Yeah.
You had to get someone to the operator.
Well, no. We couldn't use it because they were using it in the movie.
Oh.
Because they wanted to have a scene. It was a Ron Howard. It was a Ron Howard movie. And so Ron Howard isn't from Chicago. He's not from Chicago, even though he shoots a lot in Chicago. But so I'm going down. I'm like, ferociously like coming down because I'm really hungry. We were working. It was like in the middle of the wedding season, and we were super slammed. And so I'm just like, I gotta go down and get some breakfast or some lunch real quick and go down. So I'm like running down the stairs like a lot, really fast, and then
Add him.
And then I know. Oh. And then I get down there and I just fucking nail Ron Howard. Like deep, amazing. Like deep shoulder fight me, like shoulder bump Ron Howard. And Ron Howard is like a tiny man. Like he's not very big at all. And for a second I thought that he was gonna like fall over. Like I thought that I was gonna like knock him down. Like, oh my God, Ron Howard, are you okay? Like or whatever. And then he just kind of turned around and just looked up at me and he goes, Jesus. And then he just kept walking.
You should have said, oh, I didn't mean to run you over there.
Oh, man.
The great thing about John Cusack is that, so I used to be a waiter at Maggiano's Little Italy, a real institution here in Chicago. It was started here in Chicago. If you have a Maggiano's chain in your neighborhood in the United States, they started here in Chicago, and I worked at the flagship one for the majority of my 20s. And John Cusack used to come in there all the time, and he would always get a petite filet and 2 full orders of asparagus. And so, like, that guy's pee must have just smelled horrendous. The most, like, Chicago moment I had was I waited on John Cusack and Liz Phair, the musician, came in together, which is amazing. But like, they came in together and they had dinner.
Oh my God!
And of course, he ordered a shit ton of asparagus because that's what he does.
Right. Oh, and I think we got a Tormund incoming here.
By the way, the Pickle Rick chips are
oh my God, there he is.
They're pretty good.
How's your nose?
Can you hear us?
Greetings, internets.
Nice, man. What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
I'm so sorry, Nicole. John Cusack's pee smells like asparagus. I ruined it for you.
I know.
That's how I'm doing.
I never thought that I had to think about John Cusack's piss until right now.
Inside.
I'm into it, dude. I'm all about it.
There we go. That's what I fall asleep.
There we go.
That was like we're too big. I'm not ready for this.
Yeah, right. Totally. How you doing over there, Steve? That bad, huh?
I'm sorry.
Results may vary.
Yeah, I got you, man.
That's the best Magic 8 Ball answer I can give you.
I got you, man. Right on.
Well, what's nice is that all of my online friends are on like regularly this past week, which has been fucking fantastic because I don't really get to interact with them all that much because they all live in different states.
Right. And they're all home, you know?
Yeah.
We can hang out together apart.
Together apart.
Indeed.
We're in the together apart place.
Yeah, that was a good
That was a good
loaded,
That was a great I mean, like, yeah, that kid can nail an if I ever saw him. You know what I mean? Totally, dude.
There was a lot of
Way to point out my speech impediment, Sean.
Oh my goodness.
I worry. You live alone, Steve?
No, I do not. I have 3 roommates, but they live on the opposite side of the apartment.
But that's not like completely. Cause I'm like worried about my friends that don't have roommates. I'm like, unless they really like being alone. But
hold on, hold on, Steve. We got a question for you. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Oh, not that one. hold on. Here we go.
Also, look at my shirt. I mean,
music in the street. Is that a Soviet flag, Tormund?
It is because communism is the funniest form of government. I have had a Soviet flag on my wall ever since I went to Germany in 2006, and I bought it from Checkpoint Charlie along with Ushanka.
Oh, wow.
Because it's a reminder to keep a sense of humor.
That's true.
You know, Checkpoint Charlie, if you ever get a chance to visit Berlin, Checkpoint Charlie is crazy.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's amazing. Like, it's so cool. We went there in 2018, and it's super wild when you see like the DMZ and like look at like the way that they did the museums there. It's intense.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, I was really mad while we were visiting there because privileged white kid, I'm pissed off that Germany's not enough. We only got to spend 1 day in Berlin, and I was so upset by that because there's so many layers to Berlin that like I bet I could spend 2 weeks there and I still wouldn't find everything I want to see.
Here's another one that we got sent over here from somebody. This is it. This is the video screen before the reference. Yeah, dude. Ether rich, man. Hell yeah. Oh, here's
this makes me wish I owned a machete and I just had it just like sitting just.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Sean
tried to panic buy a machete.
I didn't try to panic buy a machete. Panic buying a machete would mean I would buy like 10 machetes. I just wanted one machete. Panic buying 10 machetes means I would have like 10 or 12 machetes.
Okay, a $20 machete for most people is not going to be that good to begin with.
It looks so awesome.
We don't have an expendable income right now. We need to save up for me to buy a Switch.
I support the decision. But the more utilitarian choice would be bolt cutters.
There you go. I got you. Right on. Yeah, somebody's been listening to Behind the Bastards or the Worst Year Ever.
I mean, right? I guess like you could like a machete would be nice for like a watermelon, like go whoosh and have the whole like that would be.
Here we go. Here we go.
Robert.
I'm gonna put it up on here.
Oh
yeah. That was
the good thing.
If my father can survive the dead, he can survive this. I ain't scared.
Also remember, he's got money.
The rich people are fine.
Rich people are fine.
They gotta sing Imagine, and then just sprinkle a little bit of money on that Corona, and then they're good. You know.
We need Witcher season 2.
I know. Yeah, we definitely need
Witcher season 2. Oh no,
is that actually good?
Oh sure.
It is okay. Don't judge it by the first episode. If you're not into it by the second episode, then okay, maybe it's not for you. For me,
I loved it.
I loved it.
They have to cut the budget, and Henry Cavill can't wear any clothes. I guess I would be okay with it.
Yeah, or just
or Yennefer.
If everyone wants to see the other flag on my wall, there's the anarchist side of me.
There you go.
The humidifier?
No. Yes. The scent of eucalyptus is the most anarchic of scents.
Yes.
But no, 666 surrounded by pot leaves, rainbow American flag.
Oh.
There we go. Okay, I got you. Here, one last one from Lou. We're just going to send this one out to you, Steve. There you go. Boom.
Yeah.
I love it. Consequence, you guys know this.
For
I still haven't seen
weeks, yeah.
Yeah, that was. Even if you hadn't seen the show, and I still haven't seen the show.
Yeah,
but I still am like, toss a coin to your witcher, like whatever. You know what I mean? Like that.
And I'm like, like when they're like, bring it on. It's already been brought in. I'm like, the coins have already been tossed in. Like the coins are gone. I tossed all my coins.
Yeah.
And now I'm left with none.
Right.
Hey, I feel like this year was a big year for earworms and TV shows. I don't know if anybody else watched The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, I need to watch that.
I still haven't pulled the trigger on that. That looks fucking awesome. I mean, like, Danny McBride and John Goodman and Walton Goggins, right?
Yeah.
I'm sold.
That's 3 reasons. Those are either one of those reasons alone is something for me to at least perk my interest. But all 3 of them, I mean,
it's so good, and they have like an original like country song because like the backstory is like one of the John Goodman's wife who's died was like a child star with her brother, and they had this like viral country hit, but it's a really good song. It just gets stuck in your head. It was the same thing with the toss your coin to your witcher.
Right.
It was.
You know what's been stuck in my head since December?
What?
So Sean and I got ready to get disappointed to watch the Star Wars finale of the 9 movies. So we watched
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. So we watched the prequels, and when Jar Jar Binks
When Jar Jar Binks effectively disassembles democracy as we know it in the Star Wars universe, the first thing that he says is,
delegates.
He fucks up saying fellow delegates.
I just
and says, fellow delegates. We're gonna be fascists now. Like that's what he does.
Every day for the last 4 months, at least once to like 20 times a day, I'm just like, delegates.
Oh my god.
Delegates. Delegates.
Delegates sounds like a slur.
Like a little bit. You
definitely don't say it in a moving car.
You
know what I mean?
Out a window.
But yeah, don't shout it out a window.
There's a gaggle of delegates over there.
Okay,
yeah, dude.
Gabe mentions that there are no viral earworm songs from Chernobyl. However, that soundtrack was unreal. You should look
sound mixing on it.
That soundtrack was the jam. Just like insofar as it being able to do the things that they clearly wanted it to do, was just like to make you fucking feel uneasy as shit. And like, that was. And wasn't it? Do you know anything about like how they got those? What like the source material was for those sounds, Dustin? Do you know?
Oh, I do. Yeah,
regale us, sir.
We actually went and recorded nuclear reactors in the Chernobyl site to get some of all of the pieces were composed using field recording.
And they would basically take them and like modulate them and do different things to them and distend them, and that's where they would that's how they distilled and made the soundtrack or whatever it was. Which I remember when I saw that, that blew my fucking mind. That kind of sound designers. I mean, we're friends with sound designers. We know just like it is mind blowing the level of detail and just almost kind of poetic artistry that sometimes those people can weave into their work, which is just which essentially ends up being like, oh, it's like a foreboding piece of music, or it's just like a dragon, like taking off or something. But you find out like the backstory for some of the ways in which they get their soundscapes is crazy. Like I remember one time on a film that I had actually worked on way back in the day for my senior thesis. I remember it was a song. It was a short film about like media and like all this different stuff. And I just talked to my sound designer, and he was like, and I was like, I want like a media wasteland. Like that's what I want. And he was like, okay, cool. Like, I'll check it out. And then came back like about a week later, and he had put this really cool sounding, it sounded like the ocean. It sounded like kind of waves like rising and falling. I was like, what is that? That's so cool and kind of weird. And he was like, that's 75 channels of primetime television playing all at once. And I was like, wow. You know what I mean? So like it's just, to me, I'm always like consistently blown away and impressed by people in the sound design industry. That's for damn sure. Hold on. What do we got here? What do we got? Who else is going on? What else? Steve, what else are you doing? What else are you doing during this here apocalypse, man? How you keeping busy, buddy? You've been playing a lot of bass lately.
Damn it, I'm not doing it right.
No, you don't. You don't have to get it out. I would just.
It's just sitting right here. But yeah, I have in the past few months I've fallen back in love with Primus, so I've been trying to learn slap bass.
Did you see the video of Momoa where he got Les Claypool's bass and then he just like casually just fucking rips out the Red Hot Chili Peppers version of it, and then just like. And he like just fucking does. My name is Bud. He goes, my name is Momoa.
Yeah. That whiskey. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I came.
I mean, and he was good. So not fucking fair at all.
He wasn't bad, man. He was pretty fucking. He was fucking solid.
Yeah. My ultimate goal is Tommy the Cat, and I can play the main riff of it at about a fourth speed. But I've got a long way to go.
Right on, man.
Oh yeah, no, it's constantly back and forth between that, movies, books, video games, rinse and repeat.
There you go. Right on.
Let's see if he's got it.
Oh.
Ooh, I think he's dead.
Is he dead? Is he all the way gone?
Yeah.
We were trying to resurrect
my
Space Jam Michael Jordan doll.
Oh, speaking of dolls that talk that don't anymore,
here we go.
Hold on, Mill's grabbing
Did you guys see that How Did This Get Made recently did Space Jam for one of their live episodes?
Oh, no shit. I bet that was a lot of fun.
Oh, God.
There we go.
That is terrifying.
Hold on.
Oh, wait. Is it too fast? Oh, my God.
No, it's been broken since I was a child. This was my mom's.
I'm fairly certain that's the sound a rabbit makes as it's getting murdered.
Here, I'll get you like a good ASMR take of it.
I have a glowworm that stopped glowing only like 3 years ago. But it was like glowing, like when you squeeze it, for like well into my adulthood, but then it stopped glowing.
Oh, so cute.
Still have them. I have my glowworms still.
I love glowworms.
Oh, man.
I think I had a glowworm too. It was like a teal color. It was just kind of like this weird, like, now the more and more I think about it, it was kind of cock shaped, but I see that in everything now because I'm a child.
That doll was speaking a demonic language. I think we have 7 days to live, guys. Sorry. And it's not
maybe that's what's so wrong with me, because I've heard that since I was a kid. Like, my mom loved Pee-wee. She would like wake us up to watch Pee-wee. Like, we were
7 days to live and a pandemic hits.
I love Pee-wee too. I mean, Pee-wee's Playhouse was something I watched every day.
Well, you're not years older than me, so we were just like a scotch. Like, she had to.
Yes.
Oh
yeah, I had one of those.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Whoa, wait.
No, I was never into Pee-wee's Playhouse. Even as a kid, I thought he was creepy as fuck.
Hold on.
This one or this one?
It's this one. Here. We're gonna make him talk.
This would glow and it would go in his head.
That's awesome. I love that.
I would rather listen to ASMR by Wayne Knight for 24 hours than hear that again.
Oh my
Wayne
God.
Knight? Fucking human.
Human. I mean, no, my Treebeard one is way cooler though.
Yeah, the talking Treebeard is pretty fucking great.
I would need to find a third battery to do that one though.
I'm trying to think of who would be the most terrifying person to do ASMR.
Ooh, Jesus.
Gilbert Gottfried? No.
What I want you to think about is think of yourself in an open field.
Even at this volume is me whispering.
It would have to be somebody.
I am whispering. What do you mean?
Right, yeah. This is my inside voice.
What do you mean whispering?
Corroded virus.
I got corroded virus in my glowworm. He's never gonna live again.
Oh, whoa! Wait! Dustin, put that up again. Let me see that again.
It's fucked up.
Shit, right on.
I think it's probably like 20 years old.
Talking about Chernobyl over there.
That's because he went against the Lord.
Oh, Jesus. Gabe, hold on. That's going to go in so many terrible places. I don't even want to put it up.
Baby Yoda! Sorry, I got more. Someone said, who's ready for Baby Yoda?
Who's ready for Baby Yoda? Yeah, I mean, we can all use a little bit.
We all are, Sushi. We all
are. I wish I could get, now I really can't afford a Baby Yoda. I want that one that talks.
Wait, I pre-ordered one of them. Yes.
You did?
Oh,
you already spent the money?
Just the figure.
Just a little guy?
Last winter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not get nothing because I don't have any money. I'm just going to have to play with all my old toys.
No, I'm saying
Jack Nicholson doing ASMR just because everything Jack Nicholson
in like
does is
December. Yeah.
Oh, no, Michael Shannon's ASMR.
Whoa.
Like, remember when he read the sorority girl note?
Nick Nolte ASMR.
Oh my God, Nick Nolte ASMR would be pretty fucking great. Like hungover Nick Nolte.
The plush one's so cute.
Right.
And the sleepy one.
God damn it, now I'm gonna start. I'm gonna read Moby Dick to you while you stroke it real slow.
Frank Oz is Yoda doing ASMR.
Oh yes. Sure, yeah. That'd be a good one.
Yes.
The plush one. Have you seen the plush one, Mo? That might not be too expensive.
It's so cute.
For baby Yoda.
The one from
like non-essential money is gonna go to like.
But the world is ending, so should we just destroy our credit and buy like the cute fun stuff?
Somebody's gonna Fight Club that shit pretty soon anyway, man. Like it's getting to that point, you know.
I keep putting stuff on my credit card and I'll deal kicking it down the road.
Well, you know what's fun to do is just to like pretend you're online shopping and add a bunch of stuff to your cart and never check out.
Yeah.
You still got the fun of like picking the stuff you wanted.
Right.
And then you didn't actually spend any money.
It's almost
and that's the part that's addictive.
We like the serotonin hit of ordering.
Or if no one sees you take it, technically you didn't commit a crime.
Here we go. Oh my God, we got this one. Yeah, that'd be pretty. And what we got to do here is we're gonna talk about maybe you put your hand down your pants or something. You know what I mean? Like,
if I could do a walking impression, I would do it right on the mic. But.
Yeah, right, right on the mic. Maybe you'd consider going slower and then really, really fast. All right, I'm putting that one to bed.
911.
I'm putting that one to bed. Yeah, right.
Got it. ASMR because there used to be this Instagram girl who would just had a hot knife and she would just cut through shit. But then ASMR became, I think, must have been her moneymaker. So she's just like all ASMR now. And I'm like, go back to cutting things with your hot knife.
Ooh.
Who's cutting things with hot knives? What happened now?
She would heat up this knife. It was called Sugar Boogers. And she would like, cut through gooey toys and stuff. Like she would cut through like different stress balls or like plastic things, and it would just cut. It would be really satisfying. But now she just does ASMR. So.
Hi, Elaine.
Hi, Elaine. How you doing? Elaine saying hi. Elaine saying
that is the time. Stuart from Mad TV ASMR. I forgot about Mad TV. That was the shit.
That was hilarious.
That would be rough.
That's kind of a good, like, closer to actual ASMR.
Oh my God! Hold on. I don't think I can do a good Nick Cage. Bernice wants me to do Nick Cage. I don't like. So what I need you to do is to take your face off or whatever, right? I mean, like, is that all? Is that what you would say? I don't know. That one was bad. I'm retiring. I'm retiring the impression from now.
I'm not going to attempt because it's going to involve me screaming at the top of my lungs.
You like freak out stage, right?
Well, you have to go from whispering to screaming and then back to whispering.
That's true. Yeah, it's like a Pixie song.
Wait, yes, Steve, save your sinuses.
Yeah.
Well, they stuck a balloon in my head so I can breathe better.
That is fucking crazy. It was wild. They stuck a balloon in your head. Who is your fucking doctor? Pennywise? What's going on with the balloon shit?
But there's just matter and stuffiness in pretty much the entire right side of my head.
Oh man!
So they took this thing that looked like a guitar string and it had this little thing on it that they inflated with water, and it pushes open your sinus cavities.
Whoa!
And when they pulled it back out, I asked them to show it to me because I wanted to see how big it was. It was just it was probably got that thick, and it's just
I think I had that. Something as a baby because my eyes would cross shut because my sinuses are bad, and they put them through my tear duct glands. My mom told me that story as an older kid, and now I just think of Clockwork Orange, they were
right.
When I was a little kid, my sister stuck an entire for a while. McDonald's had these little sponges, they were shaped by all the McDonald's characters, and there was one that was Grimace, and Rachel like shoved it up her nose so deeply that it was there for like weeks and got infected, and they actually had to like pull it out.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
So
Ew.
Whoa!
Oh, what is that? Wait, hold on. What are you?
He's sticking this in my nose.
hold on, let's see if I can get.
They did inflate it with a jerk off
Talk
motion.
about kink videos. What are you guys getting out over there? What's going on over there, Draces?
Wait, but they put water into it?
But yeah, they inflate it with like liquid, and it just spreads it open. And it was cool because like when they I asked them to show it to me, and the way it was blood slicked, it looked like the chest burster in Alien. And I was like, "That's fucking awesome!"
Wow.
And yeah, they showed me all that, and then once the quarantine and all that shuts down, they're going to reschedule my actual surgery.
This pump stuck. Some butt-red clown gear right here.
Oh, right, because you know how.
Oh baby.
To make
baby.
balloon animals, right?
No, do it more slowly. Yeah.
Oh man, everybody on oh my god,
that one was amazing.
that was insane. Oh my god, everybody's asking me to do Alex Jones ASMR. I don't know how that would go.
I don't know either.
Yeah,
You're turning the frog sky.
I mean, that's one thing about that, ladies and gentlemen, is that you got to order those brain pills because there ain't nothing that's going to make you, go be able to go longer and harder against the evil democratic socialist elites.
Nothing's going to make you more of a patriot and get your dick harder than these supplements we got here. Now, let me mix up this steak right here.
Not gonna lie,
Scrumptious.
I'm gonna order that toothpaste because it cures the COVID.
Sounded like a bumblebee stuck.
I know.
I had to struggle to not venture into Jesse Ventura.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to do that. I mean, well, he's almost like he's the super duper Minnesotan Midwestern version to Alex Jones's Texas.
Well, you know, I struggled against him in hand-to-hand combat.
Right.
These are good.
Bunch of
I struggled
around here.
Don't even say
I got him down in a pin and he flipped me over, and then I had to get him pinned again.
People who just joined in do not know what you're talking about.
I had to tag team McMahon.
What is it? 3 ground check.
Royal Rumble.
Oh, here.
Ask us something. No.
Has anyone seen the new Cosmo? Is Neil deGrasse Tyson on that? Bernice?
No, but that's his show. I have not.
I remember enjoying the first season of Cosmos very, 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 very much.
Yeah.
I really liked that a lot.
Yeah, I enjoyed the original Cosmos and
With
the
Carl.
first season. And then I would love to watch it while tripping balls.
Sure, totally. Yeah, I mean the production value obviously was crazy. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I'd say, Morgan, you have a request.
Oh, this is Khaleesi, of course. Her name's Khaleesi Kimye Drace because when we adopted her, we signed the papers the weekend of the Kimye wedding. So I was like, her name is Khaleesi Kimye.
It was before we knew all that stuff. You
Right.
know,
Yeah,
it was back in the day.
back in the day.
How old is Khaleesi now?
She's 5, 4 or 5. Something
Seven?
like that.
6? 5?
It was when was the Viper video go viral?
Oh shit! I mean that was 2014.
2014.
That was the weekend we signed her papers.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's a fucking eventful week.
That is a very eventful week.
So I had
Yeah, that was a week that I decided that I was going to ask this one out.
I forgot about that.
That was our foray into viral YouTube videos.
That was Billy. He's a Chicago bartender. He's either like married or he's just a cheater.
Right? Yeah. That was a
Misa!
Oh, here we go. We got a question for you, Steve.
I hail from the Atlanta lands in the state of Georgia.
How do you like what's it like growing up in Georgia?
Hot.
You don't say with that complexion of yours. It's hot down there, huh?
It's really, really hot.
It's muggy hot, right?
It's super humid.
Jurassic Sushi, where are you at?
Lots of mosquitoes and stuff.
Right.
Georgia.
But peaches, I hear they got peaches.
The peaches are good.
I'm not a big fan of peaches, but I'm down with pecans and boiled peanuts and other
ball peanuts.
Ball peanut.
You gotta get them ball peanuts, right?
Oh, I am so sorry.
Milledgeville.
Oh, this is cute. Here we go. He's gonna get there. I remember we talked. Well, I remember there was that one story that you told on one of the Watches from the Bar where you ran into a gal that looked like Brienne on
the
Tinder.
dating apps.
It was on.
Yes. Well, on my Tinder profile, I had the line, "A Tormund looking for is Brienne," and then I have more than that written. But then I found a girl who tall, blonde, short hair. All her profile said was Brienne looking for a Tormund, and she didn't fucking match me.
That is crazy, man. That's craziness. I can't even talk about. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Daniel wants to know what's up with the.
Oh wait, Steve, you have Jamie with the pizza. That's my friend's art behind you. My friend Jamie.
You
Pizza the Hut?
cut out.
Yeah, Pizza the Jabba eating.
Or no, Jabba. Did she do a Pizza the Hut?
She did Jabba eating.
Jabba eating pizza. Yeah.
Okay. I got you. Oh, here. This is true right here. Life imitating art. And then she went over to some.
Oh yeah, because
she went over to some fucking blonde rich asshole.
Yeah, I bet she's somewhere like hiding after some rich guy.
Yeah, right.
With a
I mean, like Tormund. I mean, Steve, we talked about this a long time before season 8 came out. How I still am kind of look every once in a while, like I'll just be doing nothing, and then I'll just kind of look up and I'll be like, "Huh, they didn't kill Tormund." I still kind of can't believe it.
I'm glad they didn't, but it was a little.
Although the internet just killed Tormund.
Oh my God, no, he's gone.
Jinx this live stream.
There he is.
There we go.
Steve, I was gonna say, every once in a while, like sometimes I'll just be doing nothing and I'll just kind of look up to myself and I'll be like, I cannot fucking believe that they didn't kill him.
I am shocked by that actually, because I was like on bated breath throughout the entire last two seasons.
Yeah.
Expecting it.
Yeah, season 7, season 8, it was we're going to fucking killing Tormund Town. Like I just definitely
everyone. Yeah. Well, we even did our discussion video. Yeah, well, we even did our discussion video before the season started of predicting who was going to die, and we all said I was going to die. So,
Gabe, always. Gabe, I'm glad you're a friend of ours.
We kind of forgot.
Get us.
That's fair. I mean, like there's a lot that you can hit season. I think season 8. There's some things to like about it. There's a lot that you can not like about it too. I mean, so
there's a lot you can not like about it.
That's totally fair.
Morgan, what were you saying? Your friend Jamie, what?
She did the painting behind you, or that print that you have.
Oh.
The Jabba the Hutt eating Pizza the Hut. Is this
yeah.
one?
There can be only one.
That's my friend Jamie.
Okay, awesome.
Jamie Nate, yeah.
She had that short-lived art store.
And then, yeah. It was
here's another one. Is speaking of
one
guy who's like on the top of like Mount Should Have Died. We got this guy right here.
Who? Oh yeah.
Ron was another one that not as much as Tormund, I think, to a certain degree, but I was pretty blown away that they didn't kill Bronn either.
I was expecting both of them to die.
They were way up there on the Deadpool. Like they would have been like right in between like a pretty sure and a for sure, you know. Totally.
Yes, D&D forgot so many things.
Oh shit!
So many
right.
unresolved plot lines.
Kind
of forgot.
Even though I don't know, we did just watch. Wait, do you guys know about their recent cameo?
I do know about the cameo. I haven't watched the episode yet.
Right.
I know not what to speak of.
Yeah, have you been keeping up with Westworld, Steve, at all? No, right on. This new season, they switched up a lot of things, and a lot of it's in the outside, or more of it's in the outside world now, and it's actually way more compelling than it's been for me in a long time.
I'm into it. Well, I've only watched the first episode.
But who's the?
Well, there's only 2.
Who's the cameo?
Right?
Yeah,
it's a
D&D and
Drogon.
Because
Okay.
they're playing. I don't know if you know like the whole
medieval
concept.
world.
Yeah, they have like medieval worlds.
they have a Westeros world.
There's like WESTE, Westy, like how they add like extraneous letters on the end of shit.
Yeah, right. No shit.
Totally go to
Westy World.
Sounds like fun.
Oh man.
I love the idea that Westerosi world is a theme park and that you could go there, and like there's this whole big theory that they're on the same channel that like Arya is like an actual like guest at Westeros World, and she's just living out.
Morgan.
That's why like when Jon Snow comes back.
That's amazing.
What?
The Westworld
That's amazing.
is like filmed in Croatia too, and the Arya stairs scene is in it too.
Is in the second episode. It's cool. You're like, oh fuck, that's totally Croatian.
Go watch it. You've been there. You've been there. You're
Yeah.
the only one of us
Love
who's been there.
That was my only sticking point with The Hunt was where like they're like, oh, we're in Croatia, this like third world shithole, and I'm like, Croatia's gorgeous. What are you
Actually,
Yeah,
you're like,
Croatia's
well,
amazing.
actually,
I'm sure there's like rough parts of it, but like
Yeah.
Croatia, from what I saw,
Hey,
Technically, it would be a second world nation, but I mean, it's classified as a developing nation, so it's in between, which is where most countries in the world are.
yeah, right.
Better than we are, right?
Oh, here we go. Here's an interesting one. What do you guys think about this?
Arya's a free bird, though. She was.
It would have been nice. I feel like it would have been nice, but I don't think that Arya would have ever went for it.
I don't think
No, the only thing I wish they had changed about Arya's ending is, from what they said, having the Freebird solo going as she's sailing off into the distance.
Oh my god.
honestly, I think it's another thing where like if you want them to be like the ruler, it's like kind of have to hate them because it's like it's an awful job.
Yeah.
That no one should want.
Well,
Yeah, it's like being the mayor of like a major American city.
It's not fun, and nobody's like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like been like listening to like the audiobook that I have of like Fire and Blood, and it's like, yeah, none of these kings and queens were like. They have periods of happiness, but like it always ends tragically or something awful. Like
that's part of what made Sean. I nearly said Sean. That's part of what made Jon Snow a good leader, because he didn't want to lead.
Wait, you mean?
You mean that he didn't want to?
Yeah, I don't want to lead.
I think Marjorie Tyrell
well,
has been a really good queen.
Yeah, I agree.
She would have wanted it.
Was
She's good at just like playing the game. And
Yeah, but at the same time,
she also wants
it's
to be
much.
loved, so she wouldn't do too many atrocities. She might only do like a little bit of atrocity here and there.
Just a sprinkle, just a smidge.
just go.
But
Selfish atrocity.
much like medieval shit
hold on.
to modern
Yo,
times,
Atrocity
anyone
Bay?
who wants to be leader shouldn't be leader.
Atrocity Bay? I like that. Sprinkle a little atrocity on that.
But you know, you want your king or queen. One of their main things is like I think they have to want to be sort of loved, so that keeps them from all like the like the atrocities. It sleeps off a little bit. It's like Joffrey didn't care about being loved.
Can't go full Joff.
He just got weird, so he's not going to be any good. Anyone who wants to be a king or queen is going to be like not good.
Yeah, it's just like anyone who wants to be president is not a good person.
Like I love Bernie Sanders' death, but it is whenever I find out somebody wants that job, I'm like, I love you, but I want this job.
How many skeletons are in your crawl space?
Right. Now, what we have to do, and one of the things that we haven't talked about is Bernie Sanders ASMR. That's what we got to get down to, ladies and gentlemen.
I guarantee you, James Adamain is working on that right now.
I'm sure. Oh, I know. There's a good portion of the Democratic voting populace that would fucking be down with some Bernie ASMR for sure.
Just talk to me about free health care, please.
Yeah, right. She's just.
We might not
talk to me about a fair society.
Yeah, right. Just think about having a country that actually invested in citizenry. You know what I mean? Like just shit like that. Oh my god.
I do think the Arya Gendry thing. I think they could have like a marriage and maybe name only. Because I'm like, Gendry can be like the king, and Arya can do whatever the fuck she wants, and then occasionally comes back and like make sure he's not fucking it up too bad. Like I think Arya wouldn't have to do like the day-to-day shit. She could be off like exploring and like doing whatever she wants because she's living enough. But it's like Gendry can just be, because he has the Baratheon blood, he could just be like, oh, I'm the king now. But I don't know.
Arya would be like a really good like corporate headhunter.
She also could.
Like the guy, she's also a good literal headhunter.
Literally headhunter.
Yeah, right.
No, like
so she could do
hey, I got you.
When the small folk come in and like have disputes with each other because she's so good at the game of faces, where she asks questions and she can tell when you're lying. She'd actually be very, very good at that, like, day-to-day, like, he stole my goat. I didn't steal his goat. He said I could have the goat. Like, she could do that shit.
Yeah,
let me get that goat.
It's usually about goats. Usually all the problems are about goats.
Goats are fun
like goats, too.
That's true. He likes roasted goat. Goat is fucking good. I don't have it very much, but when I do get it, it's good. It's quite good.
Oh, yeah. Whenever I go to a Pakistani restaurant, I usually get something with goat in it.
Yeah, totally.
I want
to go to a restaurant. Right.
You're right. I want a goddamn cheeseburger.
You're living in the 2 weeks ago time.
Yeah, you're like heavy. Hey, hey, y'all get any more of those restaurants? Like that's what we're all.
The Ethiopian where your breath was your.
Ethiopian food's so fucking good.
Oh man, it is.
Word.
I'll say this: when we do open back up, think about this. How big is that first night that we were able to open up the place? Hopefully, once everything is safe, not just because Captain Dipshit says that we need to open before Easter because we need to fucking like
arbitrary.
People need to die to save Wall Street. But when we do open up and it's safe, can you fucking imagine the shift that we're gonna have?
I think it's gonna be crazy. People licking each other's faces, like
I think it's gonna be like I mean like depending on how long this goes.
Welcome to my hotel.
Right.
When everybody's like actually vaccinated and has the vaccine, and you know you're not gonna kill grandma. I feel like people are gonna go fuck wild. They're just gonna go nuts. And
I think
they kill grandma a different way.
Once we're all safe and we're able to go outside. I think it's gonna be like when depending on how long this thing goes, it's gonna be like when when we won like World War II.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully with
confetti parades and
like that.
I don't know.
The 2016 election, it was like when the Cubs won.
Oh man,
like dancing in the streets. It was like, and I don't even care about sports, but we had to go outside. We're like, oh, we got to go.
That was a great fucking. I remember you went live on Facebook that night, Morgan. I remember that.
It was so cute though. It was like
pretty
really,
great.
really nice. We ran into
I
our.
was expecting a full-blown riot, and I was very disappointed that there was not.
No.
I miss French fries too.
Hold on, here we go. This is something that we can all relate to.
Oh, deep fryers.
Yes.
Deep fryers.
Honestly, like, even if you can get them to go, fries delivery is never good because they get cold before they get to your house and they have to be hot.
To
True.
So
be
it's like,
fair,
ugh.
I have had McDonald's during this time frame, so
Oh.
I'm sort of good, and I have frozen Arby's fries in my freezer. So I'm kind of good on that one.
I love that.
Frozen Arby's fries.
Those curly fries.
Oh man.
Eat Arby's.
You use Arby's sauce to go with these curly fries.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Cut off. It's Big Arby's. He's shutting you down. He's like, you can't get us from the freezer.
I was gonna say we do have. We are lucky. We have a Burger King in our neighborhood.
close.
I could get an Impossible Whopper.
Yeah, but it's not Arby's. I want fucking curly fries,
like
goddammit.
Arby's.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, people dug on Arby's a lot, but those curly fries, you can get fucked because those curly fries are the truth.
I love when you get like a schlongy, like it's like
You get a
it's like
schlongy?
It's like the full potato. It's like the middle of the potato one. So
Wait,
it's
what
like,
menu is that on? What are you talking about?
No, the curly fry, like the longest curly fry in the batch.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Like it's super long, like it's super long.
That one's
like
cool, but you know what?
schlongy.
Also, the other good curly fries are the little short, stout ones.
I like the little over.
No, I like the long ones just for the hilarity. Also, this is like a whole
The
different.
long ones.
This is
And then I
hilarious.
go-
She likes the long
And then
ones.
I like those little crunchy boys.
She likes the long ones for sure.
I like the littlest crunchy boys and the biggest long schlong. Yes, are we still doing phrasing?
Right. Are we still doing
Oh no, we
phrasing?
lost Steve.
You should do Millie. You should do a TikTok that is Lizzo's boys, but with Arby's fries.
Fries
Like the big boys, itty bitty boys.
and the crinkle cut. No,
I got the crinkle cut boys and the saucy boys.
You'll
Sweet
go,
potato fries.
go viral. It'll be great.
That'd be great.
Quarantine's
I don't want
like, this is
viral. No more viral. Get over it. I'm done with it.
Quarantine's going great.
You know what?
Right, you are,
Life
Tanny.
hasn't changed that much. We just don't get to go out as much.
We just have no idea where our money is coming.
Yeah, especially that's pretty much it.
It's fine. Everything is fine.
But I'm like, oh, I went from having a pretty good job to like nothing, and I'm like, fuck.
Right.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
We've got like 2 more bottles of this case of wine that we bought.
Damn.
Bottles.
Wait, on the case?
No, we have 8 bottles left.
We've drank 8. We have some wine left.
4 bottles left.
Okay, all right.
We
Right
already
on.
drank like a whole bottle during this like stream. You know,
There you
Yeah.
go. Right
the
on.
whole thing.
Wow, call us out.
Hmm.
I like
Dang.
I didn't fucking say she.
I don't know. I heard something about sangria. No.
Ooh, sangria. That's what. Okay, red or white sangria? What?
what is wrong with some?
So somebody's looking for some like OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Corbin back.
Listen, Molly, that's the OnlyFans, and that we're not that.
Sorry about that. I stepped on the
Still working
button
on
of my
it.
surge protector out of excitement.
Listen,
They don't call her
back
grandma
in,
fart
like-
party for nothing.
We're trying to make it a fart party.
check
Uh,
back in a couple
This
when I get desperate and I have to
Yeah.
start an OnlyFans where I'm farting on Dustin's
Right.
face.
Like
for
you sent us a bottle of Charles Shaw from Trader.
this person has definitely seen cake farts.
Yeah.
Cake farter is a classic.
Cake fart's classic.
Cake farts. Cake.
No, I wasn't
Cake boss
judging you guys
farts.
either. I just remember you said you got like a case of wine, so I was like, you only have 2 bottles left?
Just have 2 bottles. We have a bunch on the. I put a bunch on the porch
Oh,
because
you hid some.
Oh, yeah,
No,
okay.
they're all on the porch because I thought the Rona was on it, so I wanted to like let the Rona die off of it.
But yeah, what I was saying was, I miss a goddamn cheeseburger.
Oh my God! Shut up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want one that's made with love. Like I specifically Moonlighter is what I want.
Oh,
like,
right on.
Yeah. Because I miss Parts and Labor.
You
Yeah.
heard long, girthy, curly fries, and all the power went out.
Yeah.
Stay girthy, my friends.
Stay girthy. Oh, yeah. There you go. That's a good one.
Say
all
how
right, shit. Well, I don't know, man. Like,
I think you all so much. I'm really loving all these comments, and we love that you guys are hanging out with us. And we wish that you would be able to come and hang out with us in person someday.
Someday.
We will see. Yeah. It's like once we're able to move around and all that stuff like that, and once we're over this shit, yeah, man, make your way on over to Chicago. Hit us up on our socials, and we'll we've had that happen before, where people who have seen us on the channel, they'll like literally just come over to the bar while we're hanging out, and
shots. We can lick each other's faces.
Yeah, we can do all that shit, man.
Body
Absolutely.
shots, yeah.
God.
Absolutely.
Everyone sneeze in my mouth.
The early aughts triple kiss.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Like in every reality show.
Wait, that was all over Road Rules and fucking.
It was like
and Real World and all that shit.
It was a way to get performative lesbianism to happen.
Well, I don't know what that is.
The triple kiss. It was just on every reality show. They'd be like, "Let's all get drunk and do a triple kiss." And it was.
Remember in Veronica Mars, and she's like, "The '70s got the shuffle, the '80s got the whatever. My generation got the faux lesbian kissing." Like.
Yeah. Right. No, that was no. Morgan, you're absolutely on that because that was
bisexual the whole time.
Real world Las Vegas was the first time where I ever saw that shit.
Are you saying
the hot tub?
Yeah.
There's a scene of Kristen Bell kissing another woman?
She's like pretending, like when she's trying to break into the fraternity, right? Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So anyway, we're gonna sign off here. We do this stuff all the time. I think we're this is what we typically do on our Patreon twice a month. And we decided just to open it up to the public just because
we're all lonely. We're
all at home and you know times are hard out there and shit like that. So
I really want a cheeseburger now.
Yeah, now we
You're
really
welcome.
want a cheeseburger. So now that we plopped that in your head, we're gonna send you guys out in the world. But
can I have cheeseburger?
If you maybe consider joining the Patreon, $2. We're dropping our paywall for everything. So if you guys need like hours and hours, I mean, just like our movie commentaries alone. You get I think 12 hours of content for $2.
Can I have a rebuttal about Doom? I fucking loved that movie. I like the shit out of that movie. Like the part where like once we get Carl Urban where he goes first person, like you guys got excited about that part too. But
totally.
I hated that part. I saw it in the theaters. I got excited when the chick's hand got cut off by the door at the very beginning. I was just like, I'm in.
I thought that it was I think it's just wrong-headed to turn Doom into like a full-on like it basically like a horror movie. It's trying to be like Alien kind of
a horror movie, right? No, I get it.
Okay. That movie's mostly boring until that first person.
I was gonna say it's like Predator 2, but for the aughts.
Yeah. Okay.
It's on the level of Predator 2.
No Aliens vs. Predators, but it'll.
That's true.
How dare you? How dare you?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Or it's definitely better than The Predator. Like that.
Yes.
Oh man, almost anything's better than the Predator. You know. Well, shit. All right. Well, we just want to say, like, we'll have to discuss that later via the next live stream, Dustin. But anyway, we appreciate y'all guys. UMCU, that would be the best. Do an MCU movie for sure. Absolutely, absolutely. We'd love to do that shit.
We have a ton of commentaries we have been doing. Also, we have a podcast. If you guys don't know about it, it's called Watchers in the Bar.
Now, Watchers in the Bunker.
Yeah.
We've been doing a weekly Picard recap series, which we're going to drop a paywall. You can watch us react in real time to episodes of Picard.
Yeah.
Sir Patrick Stewart himself just released a statement saying that you can watch Picard for free until the end of April. So you have no excuse not to watch it. You can watch it and then you can listen to our reactions. You can watch us react to it live. It's going to be super exciting. And we love having you here with us. Thank you for being our friends.
Absolutely, y'all. Thank you guys so much. We'll talk to y'all later. And hey, I'll take you guys stay safe, stay inside, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Okay?
Drive fast, take chances.
This motherfucker right here.
Bye, buddy.